Good morning. I'm Saroj Ghimire. I'm an advocate. I practice in the Supreme Court. I practice in the area of commercial law and criminal law. And also I teach at a university. I'm practicing law and teaching for the last 2 decades. Well, today I'll be talking about our profession. People, they mostly criticize. I'm talking about the profession of law, the life of a lawyer, and how we build up our career in this profession. This is one of the most criticized professions. We call it's only painters and the lawyers who can make black into white. Today I'm not changing the colors, but I'm trying to give you a picture of the profession which is more of colors. What it tends to be like. The friends of my generation, basically those days, our career was basically decided by our parents. Most of my friends, they have continued their job that their parents do. But now the world has changed. We have a brilliant young people now, a new generation, that they know what professions that suits to them, and there is no boundaries to the career. Today I'm sharing you a story of a boy who was born in a remote village of Lamjung district, where his grandfather was a pandit, a renowned pandit, but was also engaged in collecting taxes, handling the grievances, setting out the disputes, mediating people, and also doing some legal works, legal deeds. His father, and the boy's father, he continued that profession and made it as a licensed profession. The boy's father was a lawyer, a licensed lawyer, and he realized that living in a remote village was not good for his career and the better future for his children. So they migrated to Chittagong for the sake of the career and the opportunities and the better future for their kids. This boy, he grown up with all the files, the paperwork, the clients, the cries, the pain, the violence, the stories of disputes, and many more things. One day he realized, when he was around 5-6 class, he realized that his father was a lawyer, or his father practiced law. Since then, he never liked the legal profession. Seeing many people coming at home, staying there, telling the stories of their pain, the betrayal, the crimes, the violence, domestic violence, and listening to all those pains and grief, he never thought that he would do the profession that his father stood in. He never liked the professions of his father, but he had no options. He had no option in the sense that he had to hear all of them. His father used to make him to make a handwriting of the legal deeds that he drafted. Read the books, law books, I'm taking him to the courtrooms, sitting around the lawyers. This boy wanted to be a teacher, a good teacher. But he was surrounded by the legal environment, which he never liked. As he was studying, he passed the +2 in humanities. It was a time when they had to wait for 1 year to get the results. So his father says to him, why don't you join the law college? He said no. But the father said, if you join the law college, you'll have 2 degrees. A good teacher can be a good teacher, only he has the understanding of law. So a teacher having the legal education will be a best teacher. And when you have 2 degrees, you'll be the hero among the friends. So just for that purpose, he said okay. And he started going to the law school. So he did the humanities and the law simultaneously. And he ended up studying law at one of the prestigious universities in India, in Pune, and later again did another master's degree in law from India. You may be wondering who is that boy is. That boy is me. I'm a lawyer. And I feel proud to be a lawyer now. The professions I never thought that I would carry. I am into that profession. The profession I never liked. I am loving this profession. Now I understand the gravity of this profession. This profession is not out of criticism, but what this profession has given to all of us is a unique and uncontested. And the most satisfaction we get is when we are able to give them the justice in the court of law. We do the trainings, we do the legal awareness, we take the matter to the court, and we represent. But our profession is not far from the challenging. Maybe you have heard a few days back that a lawyer was assaulted in front of the courtroom. We got many threats representing the clients. We have seen in the past that lawyers' life is taken. They are brutally beaten, assaulted, and hate speeches. I have faced many hate speeches when I was taking a client in a criminal offense, representing him in the courtroom. But that never sickens us. We consider ourselves as legal. That's why we call it legal. But we have the power, we have the vision, we have the capacity, we have the strength, we have the integrity, and we understand the situations. But still, the society criticizes us. It's not only the legal professions. I know in many professions, the people criticize us, and it's like in every profession, there are someone who do the misconduct, but that doesn't represent the whole professions. Because we are seen in the public, we carry the public matters, so we face that criticism. That's why we wear this black coat. The lawyers wear the black coat because we have the capacity of tolerating the stigmas. We have the capacity to absorb all those threats and hate speeches. What I believe is, there is no difference in whatever you do. When I was in London, I've done many works. I was a security guard. I've worked in the farm. I've worked in the kitchen. But I never saw the discrimination in the job that they do. Here, we evaluate the job. I had a client who was a dance by the restaurant in town. When she came first to me, she said that she worked in the bank. And I asked her how much you want. She said 35,000. That time I knew that a girl who worked in a bank would have got not more than 20,000. So a woman who earns 35,000, she hesitates to say that she is a bar dancer. That's how we have seen the professions. It's not in the foreign country. But the thing is that you must have the dedications, you must have the patience, you must have a fire in your belly. You can't count the clock. The success doesn't come into your life. Everyone needs a dedication, full dedications, integrity, a commitment, and a vision. It's not only with the lawyers, it's with everyone. Unless we are not committed, we are not dedicated, we do not develop our experience and expertise, I believe there is no success. I've practiced more than 2 decades, but I still believe that I haven't understood the universe of law. The society hasn't changed. I still recall back to 1993, before the first time I saw the computer. A computer was kept covered by the veil. We got an appointment to see the computer, and the owner of the computer, he lifted the veil and he played the solitaire. I was surprised that time, and I still feel surprised. And now it's the age of the smartphones. It's the age of technology and artificial intelligence. I was reading a newspaper in the United States where more than 48% of lawyers' job is going to be replaced because artificial intelligence is replacing their jobs. I believe this situation is in every profession, and it's coming. This world is full of competitions. What I have realized is that though I succeeded legal professions in my 3rd generation, and when I came to Kathmandu, I was so confident that people will offer me the job because I am from the legal background. My father is a lawyer, but no one had any interest. My juniors, they think that I got benefits being from the legal background. I got the benefit of confidence. I got the benefit of dedications. I got the benefit of the strength and commitment. But I didn't get the benefit of being a lawyer from a legal family. I had to struggle a lot. I had to seek for the job. I had to work hard and hard on the files. We face the dusty files. We face many clients' cries. That's how we develop our career. And I have a strong suggestions to the youngs. That the first thing that you need is your commitment, your labor, your integrity, your research, your dedications. Because if you have all this, the success cannot turn away you. The success will definitely come away you. Because just sitting in a chair, the success doesn't come. So no matter what we do, no matter what is our background, the only thing is that we must have a commitment to struggle, because struggle gives the better life. And for us, my kids, they don't want to come to the legal profession because they also hate me seeing around the files and clients. I'm not sure what they're going to do. But what I'm sure is that if I'm able to give them a good environment, good support, good strength, and they will definitely stand in front of the crowd. So what I suggest is we have to build our different identity. We have to build our brand because the world is full of competitions. So no matter what you do the best because success is there. Thank you.